Let's go back to the phone lines, talk to Jay in Bronx, New York, listening on the web. Hi, Jay.
Hey, Hank. Thank you so much for taking my call. I've been following your ministry for quite a number of years and just been happy and excited about how things have progressed, particularly with your health.
Thank you
so much for your time.
Thank you.
I had a question. There seems to be what seems to be popularized within the church, I guess, in the last 15 or so years. I've seen a lot of churches that have yoga programs. And I was curious about what your take would be on that. I mean, I know years ago, reading different material and so forth, we found some research basically that stated that yoga was kind of associated with Eastern religion and that sort of thing. Just wanted to get your take on that.
Yeah, it is, but it's become as popular as apple pie in the West. But yeah, I think if you are able to disassociate yoga from its Eastern underpinnings, then it's not really yoga. Because what yoga actually is a Sanskrit word which means to yoke or to unite. And the goal of yoga never changes. The goal is to uncouple yourself from the material world, to unite yourself with the God of Hinduism, and then to become one with the impersonal cosmic consciousness of the universe. So yoga is the means by which a person's mind is merged with what is commonly referred to as the universal mind. Now, there are a lot of ways in which this is done, and if you're in a yoga class, you'll know whether the teacher is actually into the Eastern worldview or not pretty quickly. One of the tells is the word which again is a Sanskrit syllable that is cherished by the yogis. And it is a way by which you enter the altered state of consciousness. It's the way by which you achieve an altered state of consciousness which dulls the critical thinking process, because in Hinduism, the mind is seen to be the obstacle to your enlightenment. And so the goal is to create a new man, one who is happily mindless. There's also positions that are tells. They're called asanas. And these are ways or bodily postures used to achieve a feeling of oneness. And again, it's a oneness with the cosmic energy flow of the universe. And coupled with breathing exercises and meditation practices, these bodily positions or asanas are considered a pathway to serenity and spirituality. They're their own type of meditation. And you have to focus on these things in the Hindu sense, and then you are changed. And these are not spiritually neutral kinds of things. These are, in the Hindu context, transformational things, but not transformational in the right direction, but in a direction that is horrible and debilitating. So again, if you're really involved in yoga, in the Hindu sense, you want to get away from it. And believe me, I went to a yoga class just to try to become limber for golf, and I could immediately tell that the instructor was involved in Hinduism. The tells were all over the place, and so I didn't go again.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that answer. It's enlightening.
You got it. And it would be less than circumspect to imagine that evil lurks within each yoga posture. But it is crucial that Christians are equipped to discern the difference between authentic Christian spirituality and Eastern non-Christian spiritualities. And if one can divorce the spiritual precepts of yoga from the practices, it could be beneficial. But then again, it may not be yoga.